Hi, my name is Umeri Dane. I'm 23 years old. I weigh 140 pounds. I'm 5'6", and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. And I'm casting to be the new trainer for The Biggest Loser for season 10. A little background information about myself is I'm the youngest of 5 kids, 3 boys, my sister, and then myself, all of which whom are married, and they all have kids except for myself. I am single and a graduate student and a fitness instructor at Hal Sports Center. The way that I got involved in the fitness industry at the age of 10 is I saw my dad suffer a heart attack on the living room floor, which was a very traumatic experience for me. And when we had found out what the reason was why he had suffered a heart attack, it was pinned at his nutrition and his physical fitness life. And it's because of that that I'm one of the most athletic siblings of my family, and is how I got myself into the world of fitness, as being a kickboxing instructor as well as a personal trainer. I grew up a very different life than a lot of people. I'm a born raised Pakistani American descent, and at the very young age I was involved with gangs and I was living a very bad lifestyle. My mom saw that as a potential for me to not succeed, so she had moved me out of the house at the age of 12 and asked me to live with my oldest brother. I lived with my oldest brother for 8th grade. Lived with my second oldest brother for high school, and then lived with my third oldest brother for college. Throughout my high school and my college years, I was very active in sports. I played baseball and soccer. My freshman year of college is when I started getting in the world of kickboxing. I did that for about 3 or 4 years. Learned a lot. I have trained myself a lot, and I learned to study different martial arts as far as Jeet Kune Do, Brazilian Capoeira, and most of all, my first degree contender, Krav Maga. By the end, a trainer came up to me and asked me whether I wanted to ever teach kickboxing and becoming a group fitness instructor. I started becoming a fitness instructor in my college years at Loyola University, which is also where I graduated from. I teach group fitness exercises, I teach kickboxing and abs, and on the side I do personal training for some of my clients and some of the students that do come. So by the time I got to college, I was more involved in the martial arts and kickboxing, as well as overall fitness, teaching aerobic exercises and abdominal exercises, but primarily kickboxing. And I started teaching my own class, and I'm still doing that after I graduated. I am currently now a graduate student at Benedictine University, where I'm trying to get an MBA. Along the way, throughout my college years and my undergrad years, I've done a lot of volunteer work, not only in soup kitchens and hospitals, but I also traveled the world to third world countries. I went to Brazil and Salvador. And there, I've worked with people who were affected by HIV and AIDS, and I offered doctors and nuns and assistants to the people who were really impacted by these diseases and who suffered from poverty. From there, I also learned different types of martial arts and Brazilian workouts that I now bring back, and I incorporate that in my fitness classes. When I do personal training or when I instruct someone on group health and when I teach my classes, I like to add a personal touch. I want to make sure that whatever exercises that I do to them and however way I train them, I do change them for the rest of their lives. Something that's a life-changing experience and that they will always carry on for the rest of their lives. A lot of people may not know about nutrition. They don't know how to eat or what to eat. They probably don't even or how to train. However, if they have someone like myself who comes in, who trains them properly and teaches them how to train forever and teaches them how to eat properly and how they will eat properly forever, will be a life-changing experience for them, especially for the contestants who do come on The Biggest Loser. These are the people who are not normal people, who eat the way the normal person can. Programs need to be customized for these people, and they need to be taught a life-changing experience, which I can do for them. Some of the stories that I do have is when I was a junior at Loyola University, Chicago, a girl came up to me who was really overweight. She was capping about 375 pounds, 380 pounds, and she wanted to come to me because of the work that I've done, the experience that I've had, and most of all, my personality and my energy, and I still give to my clients. I put her on a fitness program. I monitored her. I taught her nutrition. I walked her through what to eat, how to eat, and how to pick what to eat, how to read labels. Gave her an overall evaluation, and I trained her for about 6 to 7.5 months, and she lost over 102 pounds. One of the biggest things that I could ever do in my fitness career. A lot of people who come to my fitness classes, they also have lost 60 to 80 pounds based on the workouts that I incorporate in my fitness classes, in my kickboxing classes, my abs classes. When I was a senior at Loyola University, I got invited to go to Dayton, Ohio, the University of Dayton. And I presented there at a national fitness conference. It was called the Midwest Fit Fest. and it was in 2008. There, in front of 100 fitness instructors who were from all over the country, came to watch me, and I taught them fundamentals of personal training, of kickboxing, and toning exercises. You know, when you look at a lot of people who are now in the film industry or the fitness industry, there's not a lot of people who are like myself, who are of Middle Eastern descent, who are not from Pakistan, who do not possess certifications or knowledge of fitness. There's not a lot of people that are like myself who can bring something else into this world and offer someone help, especially for someone who has my background and from my culture. I am a Muslim and I'm from Pakistan, even though I was born and raised here. I was born an American and I've been brought up as an American. My parents came here in 1964 from Pakistan to start a new life for their kids, and they have succeeded a lot. All my siblings all now have college education. Some of my parents have done a wonderful job raising me as a Pakistani American, and there's not a lot of people that are like that in this industry. But that's something that I can bring to NBC and to The Biggest Loser, is to add a more diverse personal touch. And I can offer a lot of people life-changing experiences, especially for people who are coming in with overweight problems and they need someone to change their life, physical fitness-wise and nutrition-wise. So like I mentioned before, when I was a younger kid, I was really actively involved in baseball. I did a variety of sports, but the most passionate sport that I have is running marathons. I ran my first marathon in 2007 for the Chicago Marathon. Ever since then till today, I ran about 3 marathons. This being my first medal that I've gotten, since second one, and third one. A lot of fitness instructors do not run marathons, but what really drives me apart is this is my first marathon that I've ran. It was in 2007. I've never ran a marathon before. I've never ran in any organized race before. This was the 30th anniversary, and it was a record temperature of 107 degrees. 45,000 registered runners. Only 30,000 registered runners showed up. Only 12,000 finished, myself included. A first-time runner who has never ran a marathon before, but has finished in that degree of heat. I finished. That's, again, one of the biggest accomplishments I ever had in my physical fitness life. What allowed me to finish was not just the training that I had, was because of self-determination and motivation that kept me going throughout the miles and that got me to the finish line, which is the same determination and motivation that I put into my clients when I personally train them and when I teach my physical fitness courses. I feel to change someone's life, you have to get inside their head and change what they originally have preset. You have to drive them to their maximum ability. You have to push them to allow them to overcome any barriers that they have in life so that they can succeed and that they can overcome their weight problems. Along with it is personal issues. I like to add personal touches. I need to get on one-on-one with them to find out what exactly is their barrier so I can overcome it. My role as a fitness instructor is to really push them, motivate them, and have determination built within them so that they can overcome any barriers that's preventing them to succeeding. When you're working with someone who is really overweight, 400-pound plus people, they have a different mentality of the way that they think of exercising. What I bring as far as my personal experience of how I ran my marathons and how I traveled the world and brought all my experiences in physical fitness classes and how I train my clients and students, what I've learned is you have to really get inside of a person's mind to really manipulate their mentality about physical fitness. I need to really push them into doing what they can do and what their body is capable of doing, by at the same time adding a personal touch and working with them one-on-one to make them understand what they're doing wrong and how we can correct that in the future so that they do have a life-changing experience. So when contestants do come on and they are on my team along with Julian and Bob, they can leave the show thinking that I actually did do something positive for them and I changed their life forever. So any time that they have a barrier, they have their own self-confidence and they have the motivation and the determination to succeed so they can go on successful in a much healthier lifestyle. So with all my training, my knowledge, and my experience, that's what sets me apart from all the other candidates who are casting to become a trainer for The Biggest Loser. I not only stand out ethnically, but also knowledge-wise and experience-wise of what I can bring to these contestants to The Biggest Loser. I look forward to working with you guys. I'm really excited about the entire casting, and hopefully I get to be the next new trainer for The Biggest Loser.